Planet Earth 2024, a year of technological marvels, a year of immense challenges. But amidst our progress, a silent crisis unfolds. A story written not in ink, but in the dwindling numbers of irreplaceable species. The rate of animal extinction is accelerating at an alarming pace, a stark warning bell tolling for the natural world. We are at a crossroads. The decisions we make today, as individuals, as communities, as a global society, will determine the fate of countless creatures great and small. Will we be the generation that allows these animals to vanish into the annals of history, their songs silenced forever? Or will we rise to the challenge, embracing our responsibility as stewards of this planet? The answer is not simple, but the urgency is clear. We must act now, for the sake of the animals, for the health of our planet, and for the future of humanity. The time for complacency is long gone. The time for action is now.
The reasons behind this unfolding tragedy are many and complex, but several key factors stand out. Habitat loss, driven by deforestation, agriculture, and urban sprawl, robs countless species of their homes, leaving them vulnerable to predators and starvation. Climate change, fueled by human activities, is altering ecosystems at an unprecedented rate, pushing many species beyond their limits. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and extreme weather events are disrupting delicate ecological balances, leaving many animals struggling to adapt. Poaching and the illegal wildlife trade continue to decimate populations of iconic species, driven by greed and fueled by demand for exotic pets, traditional medicines, and luxury goods. The black market thrives on secrecy and corruption, making enforcement a constant uphill battle. Pollution in its many forms poisons our air, water, and land, impacting wildlife on a global scale. From plastic waste accumulating in our oceans to pesticides contaminating food chains, the insidious effects of pollution are felt in every corner of the planet.
The situation is dire, but not without hope. By embracing a multifaceted approach, we can begin to reverse these trends and secure a future for all life on Earth. Conservation efforts, driven by scientific research and on-the-ground action, are crucial to protecting endangered species and their habitats. Establishing protected areas, restoring degraded ecosystems, and implementing sustainable land management practices can provide safe havens for wildlife and help mitigate the impacts of climate change. Policy changes, both at the national and international levels, are essential to address the root causes of extinction. Strengthening environmental regulations, combating the illegal wildlife trade, and promoting sustainable consumption patterns are all critical steps in the right direction. But true change requires a collective effort, a global movement that transcends borders and ideologies.
Section 4. The economic echo of extinction. The loss of biodiversity is not just an environmental tragedy, it is an economic disaster waiting to unfold. Biodiversity underpins many vital ecosystem services that we often take for granted, such as pollination, water purification, and climate regulation. The disappearance of species disrupts these delicate balances, with far-reaching consequences for agriculture, fisheries, and other industries. Tourism, a significant source of income for many countries, relies heavily on healthy ecosystems and charismatic wildlife. The loss of iconic species and the degradation of natural landscapes can have devastating impacts on local communities that depend on tourism revenue. Investing in conservation and sustainable practices is not just an ethical imperative, it is an economic necessity.
Section 5. Nature's unraveling tapestry. The extinction of a species is not an isolated event, it is a thread pulled loose from the intricate tapestry of life, unraveling the delicate web of relationships that holds ecosystems together. Each species plays a unique role in its environment, and the loss of even a single species can have cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. Predators lose their prey animals overgraze vegetation, and the delicate balance of nature is thrown into disarray. Disrupted food chains, increased competition for resources, and the spread of invasive species are just a few of the consequences of biodiversity loss. As ecosystems become increasingly imbalanced, their ability to provide essential services such as clean air and water is compromised, further impacting human well-being. We are inextricably linked to the natural world, and our fate is intertwined with the fate of all living things.